After 17 years, LEGO finally remade this vehicle. And with that, welcome to my set review of set number 75432 V-19 Torrent Starfighter. It is of course part of the LEGO Star Wars 2025 Summer Wave. It contains 567 pieces, 3 minifigures and retails for a retail price of roughly $65 and euros. On the front of the box we see a beautiful image of the V-19 Torrent Starfighter in some kind of space battle. We don't know for sure where this is, or at least I don't know, but there are some explosions in the background and I really like this front picture. And on the back of the box we see a couple of play features. We also see the V-19 Torrent in a landed position, and we see Asajj Ventress and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting. I suppose this is in probably some kind of separatist hangar. Yeah, once again a really nice image. When opening this set, on the inside you're gonna find a total of 5 numbered bags, which is only 1 bag less than the Republic Juggernaut, which costs almost double the price, which is kind of crazy to think about. And you're also gonna get the instruction manual with a pretty straightforward building process and the little sticker sheet with a total of 6 stickers. Starting off with the first minifigure in the set, and this is Asajj Ventress. The last time this character got a LEGO minifigure has been in 2015, so all the way back 10 years ago, so it's nice to finally see her return. And even though I'm not entirely sure where this outfit is based from, I think she looks really cool. I don't think that this is the Tartakovsky 2D Clone Wars micro series from back then, but I also don't really think it's the Clone Wars look from her from the 3D animated TV show. Here we have the Hasbro The Black Series version of Ventress, and you can see there are quite a lot of details missing on this minifigure, such as the bandages on the arms, and also the belt piece and this, I don't know what it is, this stripe down the middle with all these ornaments and details. So all these details are missing in the LEGO version, and while they sometimes cheap out on printing, I don't really think this is supposed to be the same look. But otherwise I'm pretty happy. I think the face print looks really great with all the purple details and markings she has, and also the red lips and the eyes. Yeah, I think here the new eye printing method for Siths and aliens and such works really well. I think it looks really cool on her. Also the torso printing and the leg printing looks really amazing. She of course comes with her lightsabers and the nice custom lightsaber hilts that she gets every time she gets released. She got some nice printing on the back of the head and also on the torso, which looks really great. Please let me know down in the comments below if you know where this outfit is based from, as I don't think this is from either of the Clone Wars TV shows, but overall I really like this look of Ventress. Next up we have the Clone Wars look for General Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is a figure I have dreamed of. I didn't really think that LEGO would revisit the Clone Wars looks for these characters, at least not that quickly, and I really love this figure. This is of course the Clone Wars season look with the clone armor parts that they still use as Jedi Generals, and it looks really amazing. The torso printing is awesome with the clone chest plate thing. Then when you move further down, he has of course the clone boots, or like at least some part of the leg armor, which looks really great. And generally the torso and leg printing is really cool. Obi-Wan comes with a double-sided face print. One side is a more smirking look or neutral expression, and the other side is a more angry, concentrated, focused fighting face, which I both really like. And the biggest part about this minifigure is of course the arm printing on both sides, and this looks really amazing. On the one side there's just some normal clone armor, and on the other side you got more clone armor with the comlink and also the Republic Jedi symbol on there, which I don't know why, but it looks so damn cool when Jedi have these clone armor pieces on. I love this look from the Clone Wars, and it's really great that LEGO made this figure. After we got the mid-Clone Wars season look from Ahsoka, now we got the Clone Wars look for Obi-Wan. If they now do an Anakin in this style, I don't know, it would be so amazing. Now we get to my most desired minifigure from the set, and this is of course the Phase 1 Clone Trooper pilot. For years LEGO fans have been begging LEGO to do a new version of this pilot, as before they did just print the normal Phase 1 Trooper helmet with the pilot design, which was just inaccurate, as they do have a very different helmet design. And overall this look was just not accurate. As you can see here, compared to the 2013 version of the Phase 1 pilot, there is the fin. It was just the normal Phase 1 Trooper helmet, which was fully inaccurate. And now they made a whole new mold for this, which looks really cool. Moving further down, we of course have some nice torso printing with some air tubes and I think these kind of controls on the chest. Otherwise, he has the same legs as most of the modern clone troopers, but overall this is just a really fitting minifigure. It just looks very nice and just, I don't know, I really love the look of this. The one problem I have though is when we compare this trooper in hand to the look on the render on the box, we see that the helmet printing is slightly different when it comes to the visor. And on the in-hand minifigure it is a little bit short and it doesn't fully extend to the side of the helmet like the yellow stripes above. And while this is an accurate look if you want to replicate the version from the movie, this set is clearly based on the Clone Wars, I feel like, and I also think it just looks better when the visor is fully extended. And it's also the same look on the box, so I don't get why they didn't print it the same way as they advertised it on the box. And also the, in my opinion, better looking way. But now that we're finished with the minifigures, let's take a closer look at the actual build of the set, the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. And I do have to admit, it looks like an absolutely great build. I think LEGO was really able to capture the design of the V-19 Torrent quite well, and also all the angles and shaping looks really nice. I think it looks like a really solid build here. I think it's also worth pointing out that LEGO finally changed the windshield color on the cockpit piece. Now it's yellow, which is accurate to the Clone Wars show, and not black or grey anymore like it was in the last version, and I think it does really look nice. On the front of the model you're gonna find two stickers as these kind of turbines, or I don't know what they really are, but it looks like that. Sadly, those are stickers. I would much more appreciate prints, of course, but yeah, it does add some nice details. Continuing with stickers, the Republic logo on the side is a sticker as well, which is quite unfortunate. And on both sides of the wings there is a little stickered piece with these red and white stripes. And there's one other sticker on the inside of the cockpit, which adds some control things. Yeah, overall I like these stickers here, and I think they are worth applying because they add some fair amount of detail that wouldn't be there otherwise and that you couldn't really achieve by building techniques. But on the other hand, by the prices that LEGO often charges, I think they could print more, as I don't remember any printed piece here in the set. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which is a little sad, especially that Republic logo would have been an awesome print. I also really like the back side of the model with those engine thrusters and everything. I think it's really well designed and it looks quite cool even from the back. Of course, the better side to display the set and to look at it is from the front, but also the back looks really nice and it seems finished. Before we're gonna discuss the play features of this model, I do have to say that the V-19 Torrent is a very sturdy and stable build, which is much appreciated after my last review of the Republic Juggernaut, which does tend to break very easily or is just not as sturdy in the feeling as this set. And I really appreciate it, especially on a Starfighter, which you're gonna swoosh around when you want to play with it. It's really nice that this is such a sturdy model. Now for the play features, you can of course open up the windshield piece to reveal the cockpit, and you can sit your clone pilot down in there. This works pretty easily and it goes quite well, so there's no real problem here. And it looks really cool when it's all closed up and the clone troopers peeking through the yellow windshield here. Now when you want to get your V-19 Torrent to a flying position, you can of course just pick it up and move both of the side wings down. Both are connected via a ball joint, or let's better say two ball joint connections, so it's a pretty stepless way to move this down. The most iconic feature of the V-19 Torrent is of course the moving back fin. You can just simply remove it from this clip connection here and move it down. The connection on both sides works the same, so it's this little bar which goes into two C-clips, so it clips in there. This is not a really hard clip, it's more like a smooth connection, so you're not gonna hear it really clicking, but it's still pretty sturdy and it holds its position quite nicely. And this goes for both ways, so whether you want to move this fin up or down, this is the same connection and pretty much the same feature. And the last play feature this set has to offer are both of the stud shooters on the wings. Yeah, you can't really complain, this works pretty nicely and they are also well integrated into the design. So what is my overall opinion about this set? I think overall this is a really nice model. I think it is priced quite fairly, especially compared to some other models of this wave. I think overall the design for this ship is really nice, especially in the flying position. It can feel a little chunky when it's in the landing position, especially because there is no landing gear, which could have been a nice addition. But otherwise I think the design and all the techniques here are really nice. Also the play features this model has, they all work really flawlessly. The minifigures are great. The overall selection of characters is really nice, especially that we got another Asajj Ventress after I think 10 years. If this is the version based on the Clone Wars TV show, which I think this set is ultimately based on, she probably should have gotten arm printing for her bandages. Otherwise, it's still a great looking minifigure. Same goes for the clone pilot. I think it's a great minifigure. The only change I would make is that he has the extended visor printing like it's advertised on the box, as I think this does look better and is more accurate to the Clone Wars TV show. Obi-Wan Kenobi, however, is a flawless minifigure. I think the arm printing and in general the printing details are awesome on this character. The double-sided face is really cool, and it's overall just my favorite Obi-Wan minifigure that we have ever gotten from LEGO. I think this is just an awesome character here. So overall, I'm really happy and surprised about this set. It's a great set, it's probably one of the best of this wave, and it's also fairly priced, so yeah, I quite enjoy this set. But now definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think about this set. Is it on your list to pick up, or maybe not? Otherwise, please consider subscribing if you're new, and if you don't want to miss any of the other LEGO Star Wars 2025 Summer Wave reviews, as I'm gonna review the whole LEGO Star Wars wave on this channel. Please leave a like to support the channel, and other than that, have a great day.